right, good morning. Good morning. It is what is this? Wednesday. It's 2:45 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now. I received a call yesterday, and it was a fairly interesting call. And put it like this: at the end of the call, it left some of the things that I had planned out in life in jeopardy. Or it left them in limbo. There was no end result to it. There was going to be a how can I put it? There was going to be something that was going to alter my direction. And it had come. I'm trying to put it in a way where I don't. How can I say this? You're gonna get news, right? Let's put it like this. There's gonna be a day where you're gonna get some news that is going to do one of two things. It is going to cause you to go into deep prayer, or it's going to cause you to go into deep depression. And that news could be cancer. That news could be you're fired from a job. That news could be that your spouse is leaving you. That news could be something along the lines of an outcome that you're not sure of. And as much as our human nature is to try to think about it or worry it out and try to make sense of it. I remember in jail. This is if you ever go to jail, please don't ever go to jail. But if you ever went to jail, this is the one thing you'll hear. You'll hear jailhouse lawyers, and then you'll hear victims all over the place. And the victim will go to the jailhouse lawyer and plead their case in order to get a favorable outcome from the jailhouse lawyer in order to settle down their nerves. So the inmate will go to the other inmate and tell them what their case is and ask what the inmate who is acting as the jailhouse lawyer would do if they were really the judge. And if the jailhouse lawyer doesn't say something favorable, then the victim, the other inmate, will walk around and keep telling his story until he hears one that is favorable to the outcome that he wants. What he's doing is he's asking for somebody to justify against what he fears is really going to happen. And too often, we walk around trying to figure out what's going to happen instead of just simply praying about it. Yesterday, I went to, I think in the span of one day, a combined total of around $1 million in inventory was canceled on me at one time. Now, what that equivalates to is, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 canceled on me. And then I got some news that there was a outcome that I was unsure of how it would turn out, but they would get back to me. After I started here, and this was all in the span of maybe an hour and a half, all this happened. I just had a committed mind that I wasn't going to worry about it. That everything that I have ever done had been forgiven. That I'm no longer held accountable, or I'm no longer a victim of past sins, whether it was past 10 minutes ago. I'm forgiven. And I went to the store, I asked my wife, I sent a text message to my wife and said, what do you want to eat? And she said, well, whatever you want to eat. And I knew what she liked. So I went to the store, bought what she wanted, came home, prepared it, cooked it. Then I sat down and I played a game with my kids. I don't remember how the old me would have handled it, but I can tell you it wouldn't have been like that. Sometimes worrying about the problem creates more of the problem versus understanding the promise, understanding that you don't have to worry, fear, and just understanding that things are going to happen, but absolutely nothing on the face of this earth can alterate your destiny. You know, even Jonah was told to go somewhere. God had gave him a direction to go somewhere, to Nineveh. And Jonah said, I don't want to go. So Jonah went in the opposite direction. Jonah was thrown over the boat, ended up in the belly of a fish for 3 days, spit up on a dry shore. Because not even death can alter your destiny. So you have to trust that whatever's happening is working for the good of those who believe. You have a choice when a problem comes your way to accept what you see or believe in what you don't see.